What's up, everybody? It's me, Minister Marcus. I had a question. Somebody asked me, why should they read the Bible? Like, why is it important for them to read their Bible? And the arguments were somewhat legitimate. He said that he didn't feel comfortable reading a book that was written by other people and, claiming to be inspired by God. And so he asked, what was the significance of it? Like, why is it important for him to read his Bible? And I think that was real significant. Number one, because it came from a genuine place. It came from a place of just trying to get an understanding and not being antagonistic. And so my response to that, for those of you who may not know or know the real reason why we read our Bible, and yes, the Bible was written by men just like you and just like me, men and women. But here's the thing. The thing is that every book you've ever written has been written by people. So I mean, I get what he's saying, but at the same time, it was written by other people and they claim to be inspired by God. And I got that. I feel you. But here's the thing I look at from Genesis to Revelation. All these different people wrote all these different books, excuse me, but they generally say the same thing about a God. And so when you take that in context, you take all of this time has passed and these things still seem to be true about an entity, right, that they cannot see. And so once you track him, if you can track him from Genesis to Revelation as we can, and we know the Old Testament, right, describes it and the New Testament defines it. But if you look at the same things that he likes in Genesis, he still likes in Revelation, even though all these different people have wrote it. I think it should be some validity to that. And so I think we should look beyond just the critical simple things and start trying to look for the simple truth that may lie in the Bible. Another reason why I read the Bible is because it does encourage me. It enlightens me to an entity or a power that, number one, I had heard about, and people can describe it to you. But once you read it and start to get to understand what it's all about and who God is and what kind of things that God likes and He does not like, you'll start to see the people that are trying to manipulate you. You'll start to see the lies, man. And so then this is why one of the scriptures in the Bible, it says, "Study to show yourself approved unto God." And so a lot of times we read the Bible to try to prove ourselves to men or to other people. But my thing is, you read your Bible to understand God and understand what God thinks about you, what God feels about you. And it teaches you how to align yourself with this unseen entity, with this unseen personality, or whatever you want to call it, but this unseen force who we call God and we come to know as God. It teaches you how to align yourself and how to change different things in your character. And the more you start to read it, it starts to transform you. And so for them, I'm not trying to convince you. All I'm saying is get in there, read it for yourself before you become critical of it, right? Read it for yourself. There was a person that told me I shouldn't read uh, one of Brian Tracy's books. I can't think of the name of it right now. No Excuses. He said I shouldn't read it, and then somebody else told me that I should read it. And so I just took it upon myself. I was interested in it, so I picked it up and I started reading. Couldn't put it down. It was actually a great book. And so I say that to say, you can't take somebody else's word for a book that you haven't really read for yourself. I mean, pick it up, try it, read some of the stories, and see if you can apply some of the lessons that you find from it, or find somebody who can interpret it and give you an application for it, and then you judge for yourself. And so I hope that can encourage you guys tonight. So I hope to see you next time I post something. I just want to encourage you in your faith walk. For everybody that's a Christian, Christianity is not always easy. And so I hope I can just post some things to kind of give you a different perspective, keep you walking with God. So peace.